Being from the North State originally, yeah, he's made us proud. A man of color, a man from poor beginnings and low income, and he talks about that. He and I have that in common with our families, large families as well, and having to basically fend for ourselves at early ages. So Toby's success is my success, and I think that's what we have to acknowledge, and for that reason I'm very proud of what he has accomplished, and I know that he's not done yet.
Sweetie, I can't talk right now. I'm about to get on Zoom.
You're on mute.
Hey, is my camera on? No, I'm muted. They can't hear me.
It may sound strange, but I actually dreamt about this. I was standing up here and I thought, okay, I can do this, This is very exciting. And then I started talking because I had this well-prepared speech. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to speak from my heart because that's the person that I am. I've cried, folks, thinking about what's happened in our society. And I told myself, it's all right to cry. It's all right to show your anger. But words cannot be the only thing that we do. We have to have results.
CTA fights for immigrant rights and for DACA. We stand for Black lives. Black lives matter. We stand against Asian hate. We will fight for LGBTQ plus equality and inclusion so that every one of our students and educators have an overall sense of safety and support in our classrooms, in our schools.
What made Toby such a great leader is that he genuinely is always motivated by love. Love for our members, love for our students, love for our profession, and he always leads with that.
He is always engaging, always pleasant, always welcoming. That's what you want in a leader. You want somebody that makes you feel a part of the organization, and Toby does that. And he'll always just try and get folks the answers that they're looking for. And if not, have the difficult conversations and explain why.
He's the most patient person I think I've ever worked with in a leadership role. Toby is full front empathy, full front listening, full front understanding. He cares about members. He doesn't judge people, and he always listens to them. His leadership was always about bringing people together, and that was always the most important part of any given day for him, any given meeting for him, or any strategy we were trying to pursue.
A new week brings sharply higher COVID-19 numbers with no end in sight.
More than 100,000 people in the U.S. are hospitalized with COVID-19.
There is growing concern tonight about students returning to the classroom this fall.
The California teachers say they don't feel safe enough to head back.
The California Teachers Association writing this letter to state leaders saying they don't feel safe returning just yet, especially as statistics soar.
Okay, if we closed it back then, when it was just starting and we didn't have the numbers, and the numbers are steadily going up, and we are hitting new highs, tell me the logic behind that.
While Toby was president of the California Teachers Association, we went through one of the most horrific moments in our history, the pandemic. Toby was the right person at that time to basically guide us and keep us calm. I saw someone who cared about the members first and keeping us calm and focused on the end run.
His message never changed. And I think that was important for anyone that spoke to him, for them to see that the message isn't going to change. It's still about safety for all. It's still about what's going to be best for our students and best for our teachers.
An incredibly difficult time with schools closing, all of the attacks we received as a union for looking out for our members and our students, and those attacks were on him a lot more than us, and just how he was able to stay calm.
Just to have him, be steadfast and really thinking about not only our members but the communities we serve at the time, but just to do it with such, caring and kindness and just like this overall sense of calm.
I see Toby as a role model around a lot of issues, as a leader. You can't be talking about struggling for respect and then not model that as an organization. And he does that always. There's never any disconnect between the values we're putting forward and the way we treat, and he treats and he models treating each other within the organization.
A lot of us see ourselves in him in various aspects as well. He's had to break down barriers that a lot of us will now benefit from because of it.
Is a credit to that, is a testimony to the work that all BIPOC people can do and all marginalized groups can do as well if they are given an opportunity and access to that opportunity.
I can't hear you.
You're on mute. We can't hear you.
We got a long, rich history of coming together, working together. You've been a great friend, a great partner, and this will always continue. The best of luck to you. Looking forward to continue our friendship. And again, congratulations, Toby, on a great, successful presidency.
I have been so impressed with Toby's leadership over the past few years, particularly during a period of extraordinary difficulty during the pandemic, serving California's teachers and trying to ensure that of their safety, their ability to stay connected to their students has been a very difficult challenge. And it's been challenging for us at CalSTRS as well. So we share that in common because we have a duty to make sure that we are available, accessible, providing their retirement security, looking at the financial needs in the future. So I was very impressed with his leadership during this period of time.
It was wonderful to hear and to feel the investments that you were making around increasing the number of board certified teachers of color, modeling for me that one never leaves the classroom as a former classroom teacher. And so I know that that this is only the beginning of our finding time to work together, and so I look forward to that.
You represent the best of us, and it's been a pleasure to work with you in this capacity. I want to thank you for joining the task force that I created on helping students learn to read by third grade and to establish a biliteracy goal so they can learn to read and write in more than one language. Thank you for the panels that we've been on together to focus on how we diversify our teacher pathways and have more educators of color and bring equity into our conversations.
Well, hey there, Mr. President. Toby, boy, you and I have picked a hell of a time for our respective jobs, particularly you, but I want to just thank you for all your partnership, for your faith and devotion to all of your brothers and sisters at the CTA, to the millions and millions of kids all throughout our state. Thank you for staring down, facing down this global pandemic for so much of your time as president. And thank you for accelerating so much progress, so much change. Thank you for your passion and action to public education and public educators. Thank you for demanding more from me, demanding more from all of us here in the legislature in terms of the investments we've made together, record investments, now $23,706 per pupil, the highest state per pupil spending in our history, which, by the way, is up almost 50% from just a few years ago, 4 years since I took office. Thank you for the work you've done to advance the cause of real innovation, a whole new grade, TK for all, a stepping stone between preschool and kindergarten, free meals, 2 full free meals a day for every kid. Eat your heart out, the rest of the country. I say eat, emphasis. No one else does what California is doing. You demanded more before school. You demanded more after school. You demanded more from us in terms of supporting summer school. And together we delivered. College savings accounts. Once a mind is stretched, right, it never goes back to its original form. This idea that so many of our parents don't have access to checking or savings, and now a child has access to checking or savings account up to $1,500 for certain kids. It's because of your insistence that we could do more to stretch the minds and the quality of imagination of our children. And of course, community schools. Thank you to CTA. I like all the commercials. Thank you. We're doing it, right? We're finally making real investments, $4+ billion into what we believe is perhaps the most consequential investment in public education that most people don't yet know about. That's why I like the commercials. Public partnerships, not just public-private partnerships. Breaking down silos, respecting jurisdiction nonetheless. So thank you, Toby. You've been front and center in advancing all this. Again, demanding more, demanding better, but always being a partner. And I just want to thank you for your promotion, your promise, for your hard work, for your grit, for your resilience over the course of the last few years, for your time as CTA president. And I hope you know the system of public education is better off because of you and all that you've done over the last number of years. Take care, buddy.
I appreciate having the time to get to know him, working with him on the board for so many years, and also as an executive officer. And I wish him the very best.
His demeanor and presence has helped us stay together, has helped us grow, has strengthened us as we move forward.
If you had to say that there's one thing that really stands out with Toby that really connects us in a powerful way, is he's not a Dodger fan. So we share that, and no, I mean, in seriousness, Toby's just a guy that makes you smile, makes you proud of the work we do. He's always supportive of everything all of our staff does and all of our leadership, but in my role, his support for the hard work of our staff just comes through and is very much appreciated.
We don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once. So she did.
Toby genuinely loves interacting with kids. Reminds me of just how, that's why we do a lot of this work, right? It's respect for our members who in turn spend their whole lives giving that to students. And I think his constant excitement around being an educator, being in classrooms, and being with students is something that really motivated him to help struggle and fight and really lead the charge for all of our members who do that every day.
I seem to be having some technical issues here. Let me see what's going on.
Does it say mute? It doesn't. Technology.
Hello, dear brother. This is Gregory Porter, wishing your brother Toby all the best in your future endeavors, and congratulations on your fantastic tenure as CTA president. I wish you all the best. I'm sending love and greetings. Bless you, and all the best to you. And congratulations on a successful tenure. We are like children, we're painted on canvases, picking up shades as we go. We start off with gesso, brushed on by people we know. Watch your technique as you go. Step back and admire my view. Can I use the colors I choose? Do I have some say what you use? Can I get some green and some blue?